How did you do that? I said, no, just like that, by looking at others, I'm doing it. I'm also getting good at copying others.
You are the country head of a multinational company. You have led multiple other organizations. You have led thousands of people in your organization. Still, at the age of 50 plus, you were back to Toastmasters to learn new skill regarding public speaking, leadership.
How do you picture yourself? So I picture myself as a young, energetic kid. I also felt that my focus in eating is better, like it's more mindful eating. I also felt that I'm able to pick up the good, I'm able to pick up the best and leave the rest. Don't prioritize your schedule, just schedule your priorities. It will not, mind will not generate ideas. For mind to generate ideas, you need to empty that. You need to put the problems on a piece of paper.
Which is something that not only आपको सिर्फ एरिया डायरेक्टर नहीं करना था, आपको जो भी आपको एक रोल या अपॉर्चुनिटी मिली है उसमें भी एक्सेल करना था.
We set the foundation for that in our role when we were playing that VP education and you were the president. We really set that target. We said, shoot for the moon, at least we will land amongst the stars. Yes. In my school days, we used to play dramas, and I really used to enjoy that. Playing different roles when I was in grade 3, grade 4, grade 5, like that. Then slowly this reduced because of education or time. We could not devote time, or an adequate importance was not given to this playing roles in a drama. So I believe life is also like this. We hear a lot or we read a lot about China in media or in newspapers. And as a result of that, there is a certain conditioning in me about China. Okay, when I read China is like this, people are like that. Or for example, no, they copy everything. For example, this is first thing which comes to mind in anybody's, whenever we are talking about China. However, yes, this is the title of my upcoming book.
Wonderful. When is it coming?
I think it should happen this year. Yeah, so Mohit, I take each opportunity as a role, or each role as an opportunity. And
so studies was the only way to be financially independent in future? But what actually changed?
So I will say the biggest change was a mindset of I know it all to I know nothing.
Any point of time, have you ever thought कि ये जॉब बहुत हो गया, अब अपना कुछ करते हैं?
Family, I was quarantined, I was in hospital, so that made me think about life, because for 2 weeks I was alone on a bed doing nothing under the effect of medicines, and this specific role of Sergeant at Arms made me ready to volunteer for the role of MC in Oration 2024.
I want you to evaluate our conversation today in the same manner that we do in Toastmasters.
When I attended my first meeting as a guest, I thought, no, I know everything. I'm at 50,000 feet, and what these guys are doing, I already know. I'm already good at it. Then I realized, no, Vivek, you are nothing. You are nothing. Mohit, I believe this life is all about connections.
उसके बाद कन्वर्सेशंस तो इससे सारे हुए कॉफ़ी पे, बट कहीं कोई भी रिकॉर्ड नहीं कर पाए. इतने कन्वर्सेशंस हुए, इतनी लर्निंग्स हुई लोगों के साथ में, बट वो रिकॉर्ड नहीं हो पाए, और रिकॉर्ड ना होने की वजह से लोगों तक पहुंच भी नहीं पाए. बट उसी को बंजारा मुसाफिर का शेप दे करके आज हम लोग पॉडकास्ट के थ्रू वही सेम लर्निंग्स को फिर से दोहरा रहे हैं और बहुत सारे लोगों तक पहुंचने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं. तो यू आर द फाउंडेशन, यू लेड द फाउंडेशन स्टोन फॉर दिस बंजारा मुसाफिर पॉडकास्ट, एंड थैंक यू सो मच. Thank you so much, Vivek sir, for coming. Thank you.
Thank you, Mohit, for having me here in your show.
It's my pleasure to have you today. वंडरफुल। मुझे पता नहीं आपको याद है कि नहीं, लेकिन ये बंजारा मुसाफिर के पॉडकास्ट की शुरुआत आपसे ही हुई थी। लास्ट ईयर आई थिंक, मुझे ध्यान आ रहा है, अक्टूबर का ही महीना था। आई रोट इन आवर गुड़गांव टोस्टमास्टर्स क्लब दैट आई एम स्टार्टिंग समथिंग न्यू नोन एज कन्वर्सेशन ओवर कॉफ़ी, एंड यू वर द फर्स्ट वन टू रिप्लाई ऑन दैट। उसके बाद कन्वर्सेशन तो इससे सारे हुए कॉफ़ी पे, बट कहीं कोई भी रिकॉर्ड नहीं कर पाए। इतने कन्वर्सेशंस हुए, इतनी लर्निंग्स हुई लोगों के साथ में, बट वो रिकॉर्ड नहीं हो पाई, और रिकॉर्ड ना होने की वजह से लोगों तक पहुंच भी नहीं पाई। बट उसी को बंजारा मुसाफिर का शेप दे करके आज हम लोग पॉडकास्ट के थ्रू वही सेम लर्निंग्स को फिर से दोहरा रहे हैं और बहुत सारे लोगों तक पहुंचने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं। तो यू आर द फाउंडेशन, यू लेड द फाउंडेशन स्टोन फॉर दिस बंजारा मुसाफिर पॉडकास्ट, एंड थैंक यू सो मच।
Thank you, Mohit, for giving me this recognition. And frankly, I did not realize, or it did not come to my awareness, that this is going to take this kind of shape where you are going to start podcast show and having conversations with the people. That's a great thing.
Yeah, we learn a lot from this.
In today's time, conversations are most important activity, which probably we are not able to give time. We meet in a group, we meet in a meeting, or we are part of some session, but hardly we know about people. So I wish great success to your initiative.
थैंक यू सो मच सर। वो जो आपने बोला ना, 1-to-1 कन्वर्जेशंस, दैट इज एक्चुअली रिक्वायर्ड टू ओपन अप, टू लर्न फ्रॉम समवन एंड टू नो अबाउट समवन, एंड दिस इज, आई एम लर्निंग अ लॉट। आई एम श्योर जो लोग देख रहे हैं उनको भी शायद मज़ा आ ही रहा होगा। आई एम, बट मुझे जितना आपको पता है, फ्रॉम आवर फर्स्ट कन्वर्जेशन टिल टुडे, यू आर द पर्सन हु लव्स टू लर्न फ्रॉम अदर्स एवरी टाइम, टेकिंग फीडबैक्स एंड इम्प्लीमेंटिंग इट। दैट्स समथिंग दैट आई नो अबाउट यू। बट शुरू करना चाहेंगे सेम उसी क्वेश्चन से। When I mentioned कि let's meet over conversation over coffee, and you were the first one to reply, and you said चलो मिलते हैं। मेरे पास आज भी वो स्क्रीनशॉट है जिस पे लिखा था आपने चलो मिलते हैं, वो you were the first one। वो एटीट्यूड आया कैसे?
Okay, so I will give this credit to Toastmasters.
Toastmasters.
Toastmasters. I started my Toastmasters journey about 2 years back. When I attended my first meeting as a guest, I thought, no, I know everything. I'm at 50,000 feet, and what these guys are doing, I already know. I'm already good at it. After attending few meetings, I started exploring more and more. First of all, Toastmasters content itself on the website, such a rich content. Then the people who have been part of this journey for several years. And then when you follow step by step, surrendering to the process, trusting the process, then I realized, no, Vivek, you are nothing. You are nothing.
You are nothing?
And then I started taking each role as if first time I am doing it. And that made me understand the power of connections, power of people. Today, I have found the calling of my life, creating clean connections.
Creating clean connections. So what is this creating clean connections? Is it your theory you are thinking that in your mind, or is it something that you want to present in front of others? What is it?
Mohit, I believe this life is all about connections. When I took birth, I was nothing. So I am connected to my mother. I am connected to my parents. And I am connected to my mother for almost 9 months. Then I am out in this world. Then they are nurturing me again. How they are nurturing me? Because they are nurturing the connection.
Right.
Then we get exposed to our relatives, our grandparents, all the relatives, friends, community, school. What is this? This is all connection. You were single, and then you start developing connection like a mind map. It's radiating everywhere. And if we don't have these clean connections, that doesn't work, that relationship doesn't work.
So what is that clean connections?
To me, clean connection means what I feel about you, I should be able to communicate to you.
Okay.
I should be able to conduct myself in a way so that if you have some views about me, you should be able to openly tell me. And that's what I said about Toastmaster, that feedback loop is so important, so true in our life, that strengthens the connections.
Okay. So you have mentioned Toastmasters multiple times in this 2 minutes of conversations only. I wanted to know about you this. what I know personally about you, you have been leading the country head. You were the country head of multinational company. You have led multiple other organizations. You have led thousands of people in your organization. Still, at the age of 50 plus, you were back to Toastmasters to learn new skill regarding public speaking, leadership. What is it that brought you here in Toastmasters?
Toastmaster was in my mind for last 10-15 years,
Okay.
but I could never join. So we have our batch WhatsApp group, REC Durgapur 1991 WhatsApp group. So one of my friends, he was using in his profile distinguished Toastmaster. Later on, I understood that he has been part of Toastmasters for a long time. One day I asked him few years back that what does it mean. Then he mentioned to me, okay, distinguished Toastmaster is the highest award or highest recognition one can aspire in Toastmasters. Somewhere it stayed with me, DTM, distinguished Toastmaster. And I was learning this memory classes. I was taking some memory classes. So there we use PEG images.
Peg.
PEG images. That means each number is converted into a picture.
Okay.
So one of the numbers is converted as DTM. So that was again a reminder to me, Vivek, there is something called DTM. What are you doing about it? And then one fine day in 2023, I just inquired within Gurgaon that okay, is there any Toastmasters club, and then I joined, and then rest is all history. So today I am at I have to deliver my final speech for my DTM project. Maybe in next 1 month time I will complete that. I have completed my project, so I have to deliver a speech, and then God willing I will be DTM too, like my friend.
Kya baat hai. So is it just the DTM word that inspired you, or were you looking for something else?
DTM word inspired me. This was one of the contributing factors. This was not the goal per se. But when I joined Toastmasters, I found out it is much larger picture than DTM. It teaches us life skills. It teaches us how we can be self-aware, how to communicate. Communication is just one part of it. Okay, speaking is not equal to communication. It really taught me how to be an active listener. But to become active listener, what are all the preparations you have to do? I learned from many sources, but today I can say, yes, I understand things where I have to improve, where I have to learn more and more and more. So Toastmasters is one of the sources or starting point for my journey. But before Toastmasters, I will say December 2020, I was in my one of the construction sites, and I was struck with COVID. I was away from my family. I was quarantined. I was in hospital. So that made me think about life, because for 2 weeks I was alone on a bed, doing nothing, under the effect of medicines. And when I was thinking about life, what to do, what I was doing, I think that is the real foundation. For me, Vivek, are you the same what you will be after coming out from here? What will you do? Will you be doing same thing what you were doing earlier? And I got clear answer, no. N-O, no.
So what was it that you found on that period that actually changed? What was Vivek before then? What is Vivek after that?
I would say I was not clear about the purpose of my life, number one. But how to even understand the purpose of life? There is a path you have to go through. And then I started understanding my system, my body. We are, how we communicate with our 5 senses. I started learning about 5 senses. What are these 5 senses? How important they are to us? What we can do with these 5 senses? And then I went back to basic reading. I started my reading journey. I started my writing journey. I started learning some speed reading. I took some speed reading courses.
Okay.
Basically, it was all about mindset tuning.
all you worked upon is the mindset thing.
Mindset tuning.
Mm.
That was the sole thing I figured out, that I've been doing good in my life, professionally, personally, but COVID gave me an opportunity to introspect. Is it like going to take me where I want to reach, or to figure out where I want to reach?
So what was that mindset shift that took place during that COVID phase? Before that, what was the actual mindset that you were following, and what actually changed? You worked upon reading, speed reading, writing, and knowing your body and how senses work. That's something that you worked upon. But what actually changed?
So I will say the biggest change was a mindset of I know it all to I know nothing.
Okay.
That was the biggest shift.
From I know to I know nothing.
Yeah, I know it all to I know nothing.
Hmm.
That was the biggest shift, and it took few years to understand. It didn't happen overnight or in a week, or somebody said, no, you know everything or you don't know anything. So I have been fortunate enough to be part of some communities. I found some coaches, some mentors in my life who helped me to discover myself, to uncover myself. I believe that's the biggest thing which I am carrying today with me. If somebody comes to me with a problem or with a question, I will not give straightforward answer, okay, 5 plus 5 is equal to 10. No, I will help him or her to discover that answer by herself, by himself. That okay, how to reach 5 plus 5 is equal to 10, to empower. So my motto is, when I am saying creating clean connections, I mean empowering our connections. How we get such nice light here? I think there is a healthy connection, clean connection here. Had there been some bad connection, you will not get this light here. We are sitting in a nice studio, we are having a nice conversation. All these things are not possible if
Because we have the clean connection between.
if there is something unclean here, it will not happen.
Definitely. For example, as you mentioned about the light, just before this setting up this whole setup, I was trying to light on this particular light, and what happened was there was some issue in the switchboard. I had no idea what it is, but all the other lights were good except this one, which clearly shows that there was some problem.
Yes.
Some of the wire might be missing, and same is the connections with the people.
Absolutely.
There might be something that one or the two other things might be not in well shape, and if we are able to clean those connections, then we can open up properly, we can have better connections, better conversations, and of course learn from each other.
Absolutely.
Thank you. And as you mentioned that Toastmasters taught you active listening, it has helped you learn a lot. But as far as I know you, you have been into leadership journey for quite a long time, leading multiple teams also. What is it that you missed in that journey that you think has Toastmasters helped you learn more?
I won't say that I missed something in my life from my childhood till today, because things happened for a reason, for a purpose. I cannot go back in time and say, oh, I missed that. I wanted to be an IAS officer. Can I say no, I missed it? No.
That was a phase of life.
It didn't happen, or I did not take actions towards that. That's why it did not happen, or I did not make that choice. Why I did not make that choice? Because there were some different reasons. So whatever I did, it happened out of a choice, conscious choice I made. So I will not say I missed anything. When I joined Toastmasters, or I learned neuro-linguistic programming, NLP, or I learned something else, or I did something new, there was a choice which was happening. But why it was happening? Because mindset tuning, mindset shift has already been happening.
Okay.
It's all about mindset.
It's all connected.
Like recently I had opportunity in connection with business to visit China.
Okay.
This was my first visit to China. We hear a lot, or we read a lot about China in media or in newspapers. And as a result of that, there is a certain conditioning in me about China. Okay, when I reach China is like this, people are like that. Or for example, no, they copy everything. For example, this is first thing which comes to mind in anybody's, whenever we are talking about China. However, when I interacted with these people, I found out that they copy good things.
So
What's wrong in that?
they make it better.
Of course, they copy good things. Like I'm talking to you as Mohit, and I find, oh, Mohit has got good dress sense. Should I not copy it? What's wrong in if I copy it? And if I improve on this, same thing they do. And how they do it? Through their discipline, through some good habits. So there is a mindset behind that. I want to pick good things only.
So it reminded of me of one of the books that was recommended by one of my friends, Steal Like an Artist.
Absolutely.
That book is something like learn from everyone and steal like an artist. Artist does not just copy everything. They get the inspiration from that person or any product, product or an idea, and they work upon that idea and develop something new, which China is already doing it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And we all do that. This is what we have been taught since our childhood. We learn from our mother, we learn from our father, we learn from our school teachers, we copy them, we model them, we mirror them, we mimic all these people around us. And this is our basic nature. We don't do what somebody tells us to do, but we do what we see others are doing.
And then we come up with our own style.
Absolutely.
In this. How has public speaking helped you in your professional life? You are already at the top of the company. How is it is still helping you?
Okay, so I believe that we are all interdependent. Interdependent for doing anything, whether within a family or in your workplace. No work can be accomplished by one person alone. You need a team to work. Public speaking, or you call it communication or you call it conversation, it is very important because when we are trying to plan for a work, there is a need to have a clear communication. It cannot be just one way command is there and but people start doing it. Most of the work required teamwork. Even if we pick up the case of Ramayana, there also it was a team. Without that team, Lord Rama could not have achieved what he achieved. So he had a team and there was a very clear line of communication. So public speaking, according to me, is hinging on one very important point, that I have a message and I want to share it with you or with others. Same way I expect others to share their message. And when we have two-way conversation, the magic happens. Like we say, बातों बातों में बात करते करते बात निकलती है और फिर आगे बात बढ़ती है. Then only ideas generate. If you just keep talking to yourself or if you be within yourself, I feel there are less chances that you will get better ideas. When two people talk, my father says that ek aur ek 11. So this also means that if two people apply their mind instead of one person, definitely you can expect a better solution or more ideas.
But you have been into this leadership journey for the past 3 decades almost. And again, I'm coming back to this only, that you have managed multiple other organizations, multiple teams, thousands of people under you. You have learned an art of speaking, communicating well. That's the main reason. What I think is that one of the main reasons that you are able to handle such a huge team and projects, or the leaders in your organization saw the capability in you that they have appointed you as the country head, which means you are good in communication, you are good in public speaking. Still, you came back for public speaking in Toastmasters. Now, how is it helping you further?
I will say I'm better at it. That's what I would say. If somebody has seen me in 2018 and what I am now, some people are still working with me. They are part of my team or they know me. And every year they tell me some changes are happening in you. Okay. And you are getting better in this aspect or this aspect. You speak less now, but when you speak, you convey more.
That's more effective now.
Yeah. So probably earlier I was speaking more. I was taking more time in communicating the same message. Today I take less time or less number of words.
Okay. This is how it is helping still you still today.
Absolutely. In today's time, people don't have less attention span. So you need to communicate in an effective way. You want to communicate the same message. Some people will take more time, some people will take less time. So it's the art of conveying effectively or more in less time and in less words.
Okay, that's wonderful. Because the level, the scale you are operating today, still you are in the phase of learning. And I see people today, even in Toastmasters, they come maybe to enjoy, to spend some time, but they never take that opportunity, or you can say the efforts to learn more things. How and what keeps you still motivated to take up opportunities? As far as we can remember, you did area director, we did area directors together, we've been into the club executive committee together. What keeps you motivated to take up those roles and excel in them?
Yeah, so Mohit, I take each opportunity as a role or each role as an opportunity. And there I find some way to find my place. I remember my first role was sergeant at arms, and there was nobody willing to take that role because it's not considered to be a very important role. But in that club meeting when the elections were happening, somehow my name was pushed and I took it. Then once I took the role, then I understood. I read about that role. Okay, what are all the responsibilities, roles this person has to play, and I started capitalizing on that. I didn't do anything else, and I started coming prepared. How much time I was given in the entire meeting? Out of 2.5 hours meeting, maybe maximum 3 or 4 minutes.
Yes.
I said this is and I'm the first one to start the meeting. So I found opportunity in that. That I am the person who is starting the meeting. I am setting the tone. I am setting the context. I am energizing the room. In what best way I can utilize this 3-4 minutes? In what best manner I can communicate in these 3-4 minutes? And every week I have to come up with something different. I cannot say the same thing week after week. And it required little bit of preparation, little bit of investing some time, maybe 15 minutes or half an hour in a week. I think it's worth.
And I still remember you come up with every meeting you come up with a new idea, sometimes riddle, then doing some activities and everything.
And this specific role of sergeant at arms made me ready to volunteer for the role of MC in Oration 2024.
Yes.
Again, I just jumped into it. I said just do it, and it helped me a lot because one of my mentors always he says, Vivek, open up. Whenever he sees me, open up. So that line stays with me.
So the mentors that were appointed to you from Toastmasters,
no,
or
no,
real life
outside
mentors?
outside,
Okay.
outside in my organization or some people whom I respect a lot in the industry.
And you mentioned about distinguished Toastmasters. I know there is one of the requirements to fulfill. One of them is being an area director and serving the club as club executive committee for 1 year. These are two requirements that needs to be fulfilled. And I have seen people who strive for distinguished Toastmasters. They take almost 3-4 years or maybe more to achieve that target, that goal. But you are doing achieving that goal in almost 2.5 years now, which is way too early from as industry average, you can say. And apart from this, you did area director's role, you did club VP education role so well that the people who actually come to learn from there even don't do this, or the one who are actually targeting for distinguished Toastmasters, they also do it like चलो चलता है, एक एरिया डायरेक्टर का रोल है, हो जाएगा, 1 साल ही तो देना है, कर लेंगे, 4 क्लब्स हैं हमारे, हो जाएंगे. बट आई हैव सीन दैट यू हैव मेड ऑल द क्लब्स इन योर एरिया प्रेसिडेंट डिस्टिंग्विश्ड, which is the highest achievement award for a club, and all the clubs have achieved in your area, which is something that not only आपको सिर्फ एरिया डायरेक्टर नहीं करना था, आपको जो भी आपको एक रोल या अपॉर्चुनिटी मिली है उसमें भी एक्सेल करना था. वो माइंडसेट कहाँ से आया और कैसे उसको मेंटेन रखते हैं?
I think one motto which keeps me on in life, if you can do it, why I cannot do it?
तो इस केस में तो आपके लिए है कि if you can do it, you have already done it.
So whatever is the best in that community, Hall of Fame.
Okay.
Our Gurgaon Toastmasters Club got Hall of Fame. We set the foundation for that in our role when we were playing that VP Education and you were the president. We really set that target. We said, shoot for the moon, at least we will land amongst the stars.
Yes.
I still remember that line.
Yes, you mentioned this line multiple times, and this has still remain in my when I was serving as the president. It was with me throughout the time, and that was the reason we were able to achieve the president's distinguished
And once in a month, we
earlier.
were reviewing the requirement or the criteria. There are 10 requirements, how many we have achieved or how many more we have to do. Then one of the requirement was to do uh, combined club meeting. So we organized that also because we found no, we have missed it somehow. So many things we did, we organized like that. And finally the result was, when the outcome came, I was super happy. And then award was given in Audition 2025 Hall of Fame, and other clubs also got the best possible award in that when they were operating. So I was very happy, and as a result of that, yes, I was also like president distinguished area director. That was I could do that. I think it's a just sheer mindset issue, nothing else. Just you want to do the best, you want to give excellence. Toastmasters has got 4 values, and these values so much I believe in that because they align with my personal values: integrity, respect, service, and excellence.
Yes.
There's nothing less, nothing more. My entire system is dependent on these values, and once your personal values and the community with which you are working or the organization with which you are working, all these values align, magic can happen, anything can happen.
So is it just the mindset issue that you were following, because of which you wanted to achieve the best? Is it the same, only the mindset issue? That other people who were our fellow area directors with us, most of them I saw that they were not in a position, or they were not willing to achieve that area director status, distinguished area director status. But you wanted to be the president distinguished.
I did not want it to be president distinguished, but I wanted to do my best, and I never looked at others, what others are doing. Whatever is possible, I am trying to do in the given circumstances. In fact, I had to relocate, as you know, last November, December last year.
It's almost a year now.
Yeah, so I was relocating from Gurgaon to Mumbai, and that time I was thinking, oh, how will I do that? How will I do that? But the connections were so clean within the Toastmasters community at Gurgaon. I had to come down to Gurgaon a couple of times, thanks to my division director, thanks to all the EC members or the district officers. I think it happened. It just happened. It benefited everybody. So I could play my part. I could perform my role effectively well. So that satisfaction I have.
What would you like to say to the people who are pursuing this area director, or not only area director in Toastmasters, but anything in life? They are on a journey. They are aspiring to be someday just like you, to achieve a position that you are still holding and you are following for the last few years, multiple years in fact. They are aspiring to be there, but I don't see the efforts that they put today, that you have been putting even after achieving this. Would you like to share something to them?
In my school days, we used to play dramas, and I really used to enjoy that. Playing different roles when I was in grade 3, grade 4, grade 5, like that. Then slowly this reduced because of education or time. We could not devote time, or an adequate importance was not given to this playing roles in a drama. So I believe life is also like this. We are only playing roles. We are not doing anything. At a given point of time, I am playing multiple roles. Right now, I am playing a role of being with you in conversation. Just be present in the moment. At the same time, I am a father. Right now, I am not thinking about that role. I am a husband. I am not thinking about that role. I am a son. I am not thinking about that role. I am an employee. And I am an employer to someone. Or I am a friend to someone. So there are different roles. But when you are playing one role, take this like this is an opportunity God has given to you. Just have fun. Be happy that you have got that opportunity to play that role. Explore as much as you can. Don't compare with anybody. Just be yourself.
Just be yourself, be present at the moment, and enjoy the role that you have got
Absolutely,
right now.
absolutely.
But what I've seen, I won't say what I've seen in others, I've seen in myself too. When we are playing some role, an important role, for example, as you mentioned, you are a father, you are a husband to someone, you are an employer and an employee at the same time, at a particular point of time. But if we see this in today's scenario, you are an employee in an organization. That is somehow becomes the highest goal or highest role in your life right now, that you are an employee and you have some responsibility towards that company. That plays an important role in your life right now. Somehow we are unable to move outside this role and think of other not so important roles in our lives. Maybe as a friend to our neighbor, maybe walking our dogs. That's the least important role that we think right now. And we do not come out of that important role, which is I'm an employee to an organization which I have responsibilities towards. And because of those responsibilities, I am unable to focus on the responsibilities that I have right now, like walking a dog. How can we come out of this loop or shift our focus from this to this?
So Mohit, I would say everybody has 24 hours. You have to schedule your priorities. This theme I am picking up from 7 Habits of Highly Effective People from Stephen Covey's book. Don't prioritize your schedule, just schedule your priorities. If we do that,
Don't prioritize your schedule your priorities.
schedule your priorities.
Okay.
If we schedule our priorities well, that means we are able to segregate our role. And at a given point of time, I can do only one thing. We cannot do multitask. Multitasking is a myth. So we know, okay, these are the things I have to do during the day. These are the things I have to do once in a week. These are the things which I have to do once in a month. If we schedule all these things, your day schedule, your week's schedule, or your month schedule, or your year schedule, because you have to go on vacation also. You cannot be going on vacation on a daily basis. But you go on vacation on daily basis when you sleep. That's also a vacation. Your mind is still working, but you are vacating your mind from your usual work, what you are doing. So this mind needs variety. This cannot be like doing one thing continuously 24 hours, 7 days, or entire month. If we break down these priorities, if we list it out, okay, what are all the important things in my life? What are all the things I love to do?
Okay.
What are the things I am good at doing? If we can get a balance, life is, I think, will be very, very good journey. I will say it will be a great journey. No complaints, only compliments.
So, for instance, we have
One task.
No.
For example, if I am, yes, office work is important for me. But if I carry the burden of office work in my mind for 24 hours, I don't think I will come up with the best solutions.
But this is a big responsibility, much bigger than other maybe.
No, that's fine. I'm saying office work or whatever responsibilities I have in my profession, if I keep them in my mind 24 hours, mind will not generate ideas. For mind to generate ideas, you need to empty that. You need to put the problems on a piece of paper. So problems are now in one place. It is not in your mind, now it is on a piece of paper. Now what you do some other activities which we call it recreation. Recreation or creative activities. What is creative activity? Your mind needs some nourishment. Your mind, how does it get nourishment? By reading, by writing, by doing some mental exercise. Maybe you are playing Sudoku, maybe you are playing word puzzle, and from there, by doing itself, suddenly you will come up with some word and you are able to connect the dots with the problem of your profession, and suddenly you say, oh, bingo, this is the solution.
So to actually get that solution, you have to empty your mind and take out whatever is in your mind and write it somewhere.
Absolutely.
Tell it to someone.
Absolutely. Because if you use your mind as a storage bin, like if this cup is there, there is a water inside. and if I empty it, I can fill more water. I can put different color of water. Maybe I can put some other liquid, and that can be a complement to the previous thing. So it's very important that like every day we take bath. Why we take bath every day? Because so that we can clean ourselves. So this, like, it is all about renewal. We have to renew ourselves. Breathe in, breathe out. This is also renewal is happening.
If we only keep on breathing it, that will also not work.
Absolutely.
Yes. So we'll have to take out our whatever is in our minds, be it professional, be it personal, or any part, any role we are playing in our lives. You will have to do that role whenever we are present there, and when we are not there, put it on paper or postpone it for some other time whenever you will be coming here back.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Don't take it to your home or any other role that you will be going to follow in the next
Absolutely,
phase.
because when you want to play with your child, let's say you allot half an hour in a day for your family, just be with the family that time. Because if you mix up with that, neither work, neither it will help your profession nor your personal life.
In fact, it will hamper both of them.
Absolutely, it will impact both of them, but it will not help. So it's important to let go. Having that feeling of let go is important. Having that mindset of let go, then only you can have let in. Okay, I'll tell you a story. I learned something, as I was telling you, that I really love to learn something new. Whatever new things is there, it attracts me and I start learning. So during my recent China visit, I learned how to use chopsticks.
Chopsticks.
Yeah, chopsticks.
I'm still trying to hold the chopsticks in my hand. My daughter's actually trying to help me out, but I'm unable to do this.
So I was in my first visit, I could not use it at all. And second visit, from first day itself, I just picked up. And then one of my colleagues mentioned, "Oh, Vivek, you are using chopsticks so effortlessly. You have learned it earlier, or how did you do that?" I said, "No, just like that, by looking at others, I am doing it. I'm also getting good at copying others." And then I figured out that while using chopsticks, I could feel increased flexibility in my fingers.
Okay.
These are like extended fingers when you are using two chopsticks eating. I also felt that my focus in eating is better, like it's more mindful eating. I also felt that I'm able to pick up the good, I'm able to pick up the best and leave the rest. Because in China, sometimes, like, I'm a vegetarian. So sometimes I figured out that, okay, even though it's a vegetarian dish which is very rare to get in China, very difficult to get, but maybe there are some traces of something left, so I could leave that. So it helped me in doing that also.
So just by using chopsticks, you were so mindful that you were able to focus on the food that you are eating
Right.
and take out the best from that.
Right. And I'm able to pick up it picks up the less amount of food compared to a spoon or compared to eating by hand. So I'm picking up the small bite eating. It is helping me to bite more. That
Okay.
means I'm able to find time to really relish that food. At the same time, suppose if I'm sitting in, like they call it hot pot.
Okay.
So having conversation is also, there's an opportunity. So it gives me time to get some ideas and continue the conversation. So I found so many benefits of using chopsticks.
Wow. A simple chopstick can teach you so many things. Yeah.
Yeah. And they are, when I told these to my hosts, they were also appreciating. Oh, there are so many benefits of using chopsticks. So that's good, something to learn from when you are in a new place or a new country. I would definitely endeavor to learn something by being in that new place, something what they are good at. They go to bed very early, they get up early, they are health conscious. As a nation, they are health conscious. You don't find people with the fat tummy,
Okay.
which is very rare to find someone.
So is it because they don't have that processed junk food there, or they are self-conscious?
I will not comment on the type of food what they eat, which is something like a very personal choice. But have observed that in the open space, people do a lot of exercise. They walk a lot. They do cycling. So they are health conscious, and I think this chopsticks also helps us. Again, it's a mindset that how many chapatis you need to eat, so you are able to count that. There, they take things in a bowl. If they finish one bowl, for them meal is over.
Okay.
So that means I'm able to get the same nourishment or even better nourishment by small quantity of food. So chopsticks helps us in doing that also. Look at the process of eating. You are chewing.
Chewing it.
Okay. Now, if you chew, let's say 2000 times, by the time your mouth is tired, that means that is one indicator of that you have finished your food. How much intake has gone, only your mind knows, or only your eyes know, okay, how much content was there. So with less content, you are able to nourish your body or whatever food you are eating. Isn't it a great thing? So probably that also helps us to keep fit, physically fit.
Yeah, so in India, we chew a less number of times and have a bigger
More
bite.
quantity.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
While eating chapati or rice by a spoon,
Yeah.
we had take more quantity but
Yes.
chew less number of times.
Yeah.
Whereas in China, they take less quantity and chew more number of times. That is one of the reason or indicator that their tummy or their actually this nourishment part is full.
Yeah, this is just my interpretation. I may not know the whole story behind it, but these are the two things I am able to observe that how they keep physically fit. In India, yes, eating by fingers. This is what that sit on the ground and eat. That's also great thing. But in today's time, everything has become mixed. We are neither sitting, we are neither standing, and we are somewhere in the middle. So I think we need to follow the culture or the rules
At least which is good.
properly, whichever place we are at. Now, if in India I start using chopstick, it doesn't make sense. It has to be as per the context, as we say in Toastmasters, that modulate your communication as per the audience.
Yes. Thank you so much. Would you like to share anything about your childhood? How were you when you were a younger child, maybe from the age of 5 to 18? Do you still remember that part of you?
Yes, I remember that part of me. I was brought up in a very small place in Uttar Pradesh. Population could be like 25,000.
Okay.
So in that place, in that town, everybody would know everybody.
So that was a village kind of.
Yeah, I will say town. I'll not call it village because it had a movie theater and school and everything. So it's a proper town and a railway station too.
Sure.
So, I remember that kind of upbringing up to my 12th standard. So anything happening to me or whatever I am doing, I know that people are watching me. So, and if I'm I've been good at studies because there was nothing else at home. Since very early age, my parents told me that we have nothing at home. You study and you be on your own, become financially independent as soon as possible.
So studies was the only way to be financially independent in future?
That was the thought I had that time because that is easily available. There is a school. It's a government school, so fees was not much, and if you study, then yes, there is some good examples available that they have become doctor or engineer. So if you become engineer, yes, you are okay. You will get some salary. So that was the goal. I think it was very clear. So I was good at studies since childhood. So everybody would know me in the town. Okay, he's the topper or he is doing very well. So I felt that all these things made me feel like a VIP. I will say VIP treatment. Now all these things got shattered the moment I joined engineering college.
Why?
Because there for the first time I am interacting with the students from all over India, from different states, even some foreign nationals also. And there what I carried with me that I know it all. That was a turning point for me. After 12th standard, up to 12th standard in a small place and then suddenly moving 2000 kilometers away from your home and studying there in a different environment, away from your parents, staying in a hostel for 4 years, and then getting exposed to everything,
People from different nations, cities, and
getting exposed to everything, then you are on your own. So that time I realized, yes, that was a different phase of life, and this is a different phase of life. And again, my values, my family values, my sanskar, I think those were quite strong. So that kept me on. It helped me to remain on the right path. Even if I am deviating for some time, I know how to come back.
okay.
Sometime I deviated more, again I know how to come back. So this is the path if I have to follow. Not like a straight line, but if I'm deviating left and right or whatever, I know how to come back. And I think I'll give the entire credit to my parents for that. That they
coming
brought
back on the line.
coming back on the line. Not that they are advising me all the time. I'm away. Now I'm on my own. But the values, the beliefs that help me to remain intact.
Okay. And after engineering, you went into your professional life, or you carried on?
No, after my studies, I straight away got into work because of the financial reason. You know,
After engineering itself.
Yeah, yeah. My parents took care of me. I mean, paying for the fee and everything up to the time that study was required, and then after that, immediately in the job. And then
So, what was your first job?
my first job was working in a factory. Factory, I mean, it's a petrochemical plant. So, working in shifts as an operations engineer.
So, you are a chemical engineer.
I'm a chemical engineer.
Okay.
So that was my first job. So extension of what we studied in the school, in the college. So that was my first job.
So, what was the role there?
Role is basically to operate a plant, chemical plant, and be responsible for the production. Not alone. Again, it's a big team.
Yeah.
I was just a kid there.
So, that was year 1991.
Yes, in the year 1991.
How do you see yourself in those 34, 35 years now, from the day that you started your first job and today when you are leading the country head as a country head in the almost the same petrochemical industry?
4 years. I still see I'm a kid. In my view, if you ask me, Vivek, close your eyes, how do you picture yourself? So I picture myself as a young, energetic kid.
Even today.
Even today. What do you see yourself doing? I'm jumping. I'm running. So this is my image in my mind. I don't get an image of like an old person, 50 or 55 years old person. So nothing has changed. If you ask me, my blunt answer is nothing has changed. I'm still a learner. I'm still doing things as if I'm doing things for the first time.
Even when you were part of that team and now when you are creating the teams, you are still the same.
Yes,
Learning at the same pace.
I still welcome each day, each morning as it comes. I believe each day is a unique day. It cannot be compared with any of the previous days. So I have to be ready with a unique solution, with a unique response to it. For example, a week back, we did not plan for this meeting. We just said hi on WhatsApp, and then you said, okay, let's meet. I said, okay, why not? Let's meet. So the day it is happening, so let's keep that as a mystery for tomorrow. What is going to happen, or after I leave this place today, what is planned? I really like that as a curiosity. Okay, let it remain as a something to open for me.
So you want to explore every moment of it.
Yes, I want to
What
explore
is
every
there in
moment of it. I want to really, I will not say surprise, but I really don't want to know too much about it. Because I am confident that, okay, I will deal with this.
So as you already mentioned, 1991 was the first year when you started your professional life. Since then, it's been 34, 35 years now. And in these 35 years, you have reached to a position where you are creating those teams, you are building plants. Any point of time, have you ever thought, कि ये जॉब बहुत हो गया, अब अपना कुछ करते हैं? कभी एनी थॉट ऑफ एनी पॉइंट ऑफ माइंड दैट इट केम टू योर माइंड?
Okay, I did not take job as a job anytime. I always thought and I owned everything that as if it is mine, my own venture, my own company, as if it is my own money and my own time and my own resources. So thought of leaving it never came. But yes, there are certain requirements of superannuation and other things. Okay, when that time comes, I'll deal with that. Yes, if I am asked, okay, now you have worked enough, take rest. I've got a lot of plans to do, and I will pursue my reading, writing, whatever I can do, whatever I have not been able to do full time. Probably I will do that full time.
So there are a few passions that you want to follow. I'm sure that you are following those passions right now, also taking out time from your busy life, but still you are following those passions.
Yes.
But what you want is whenever you get time, you will be working on those passions instead of working on a business or outside job.
Yeah, once, as I said, once after superannuation, I think your question is okay, after superannuation, what will you do? So, first of all, I don't believe in superannuation, I don't believe in retirement. I believe there is only one retirement in life, okay, when that's the last moment of your life. So, I'm not really thinking about that when it will be. I'm living each day as it comes, and I'm happy. That's
So
the
it doesn't
bottom
really
line.
matter when will it come.
Yeah.
When company will say that, because I know you won't ever say that I want to retire or I don't want to go on job. There might be times that your company might say that you have served our organization for a quite long time. Now you should work on your passions or your life. At that time, that point of time, you will love to work on your passions. And what are those passions apart from writing or reading?
Yeah. Maybe teaching.
Teaching.
Training, maybe spending time with my parents. I'm not able to spend full time with my parents. Like last few days, I was with them, and I lived each moment with them. Okay, I'm doing all household work also with them, doing everything like when I was a kid. Same way, I become a kid when I reach home today with my parents. So that's something a bliss for me.
So you will completely focus on your life, taking opportunities to meet people around yourself, your
Yes,
family
yes.
members,
Even
giving
today,
more time to writing, reading.
yeah, even today also I am doing it. For example, last year I was on a track. It was Chandrashila track. I will not say very tough or very easy, but it was good for me. I really enjoy it. So I continue doing such things whenever opportunity comes. So right now, as I said some time back, scheduling the priorities. What are the priorities for me? My family is priority for me, definitely. My work is priority for me. My friends are also priority for me. My parents are priority for me. So what I need to do is only scheduling, nothing else.
Yes.
I cannot say this priority is more, this is less. What is important is scheduling them.
Wow. There's one more thing that I ask each and every guest who has been on our podcast, and this is something that keeps me motivated. I'm sure there are multiple things that keeps you motivated also, and you have mentioned multiple other things. But there's a question that I wanted to ask from you. When was the last time you did something for the first time? For me, whenever this answer is a week or a month old, it gives me something to come up again and do something again, anew.
Okay.
What is it for you?
So when was the last time when I did something for the first time? Chopsticks.
So this is that you mentioned last week when you were in China. You
Right.
learned to eat from chopsticks.
Right. What other things I did for the first time, which I did not do earlier? I'm trying to write every day consistently uh, at a fixed time, at a fixed place. So that is something I will not say first time I'm doing, but I'm trying to make it a consistent habit. And in that process, yeah, I meet people, unknown person sitting somewhere, and if I find I strike conversation easily.
Anyone?
Anyone, for example, taxi driver or even security guard or any place. If I have nothing much to do, then I will strike conversation. So Earlier, I used to hesitate in striking conversation with anybody. So now I do that very easily, effortlessly.
So is it Toastmasters helped you with this? Or
Yes,
it was
Toastmaster is one of
part
the
of this?
contributing factors, and my own awareness, my own self awareness, how 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 to how to create clean connections.
So creating clean connections, you have mentioned it multiple times. I want to know, are you writing about anything for on this creating clean connections?
Yes, this is the title of my upcoming book.
Wonderful. When is it coming?
I think it should happen this year.
This year?
This year it should happen, but I need to put a lot of focused efforts. I will not say manuscript is ready in one place, but things are scattered. I have to organize things. I am very clear what I am going to cover in this book. This creating clean connection first, what it is. If I talk about it, it is first creating clean connection with self. That's the most important thing. Then your family, then your profession, people around you. Everything requires creating clean connections. Clean connection, then only things work. Using this pen, I have a very deep connection with this pen. But how do I keep it clean? By keeping it well, by maintaining it well, by not leaving it anywhere so that I miss it. Because if I am careless, I can leave it here and I can easily lose it. So, keeping it clean means caring for it. Clean means care. Care means clean. So, this is what I feel that everything in life requires care, nurturing, and as you give more, you get back easily. Not that with the intention of getting back, but with the intention of really serving. Again, Toastmasters value, service.
If you do good service, if you care properly, then it will come back no matter how and when.
Absolutely.
And in multiple times, multiple folds.
Absolutely. No doubt about it. Give your 100%, nothing less than 100% at any given point of time. Otherwise, don't do that. That's also fine. That's also a fair choice of not doing something.
वंडरफुल वी हैड वंडरफुल डिस्कशंस विवेक जी, मज़ा आया। आई एम श्योर पता नहीं आपको कितना अच्छा लगा, बट मुझे सच में आपसे बात करके बहुत मज़ा आया और हमेशा आता है। वी ऑलवेज लव आई ऑलवेज लव टू हैव कन्वर्सेशंस विद यू, लर्न फ्रॉम यू, एंड यू आर सो हम्बल एंड टू शेयर योर एक्सपीरियंसेस every time we have discussed. I love it. Thank you so much.
Mohit, it's my privilege, it's my honor to be part of your podcast show. I'm so thankful to you for having me here because it also gives me opportunity to express. I have learned from my mentor that expression leads to expansion. So never hesitate to express. Earlier I used to hesitate in expressing, but now no more. I want to express. The more I express, I feel more expanded. विशाल काय रूप ऐसा लगता है.
जितना ज़्यादा एक्सप्रेस करोगे उतना ज़्यादा.
Yeah, but express also in a meaningful way, where it helps others, not just for the sake of I want to talk, so you have to listen to me. No, it has to be as per the context. So really, I enjoyed being with you. Thank you once again for having me here, and I wish you and your podcast show much greater success.
Thank you.
In the time to come.
Thank you so much. It means a lot to have you in our podcast today. But before leaving, just because we met in Toastmasters and Toastmasters has taught me a lot of things, there is one section in Toastmasters known as evaluation section. So I want you listen, we had a good conversation and everything. I want you to evaluate our conversation today in the same manner that we do in Toastmasters.
Okay. So things which I liked about this entire conversation. First of all, the environment, the room, the entrance, the setup here, so peaceful. There is no distraction. Second thing, you as Mohit, you have been very open in the beginning itself that it's a learning journey. It's a journey you have just started, and you said if we miss something, don't worry about it. And I said I'm also learning. And when two learners join hands, magic can happen. So I like that, your candid approach. Third, you kept when you are asking questions, you kept the questions brief. So you allowed, or you created opportunity for me to speak more and more, so that even the minutest details I'm able to share with you. And even one single idea, one detail can help anybody just to change somebody's life.
Definitely.
So you did that part very well. You probably spoke maybe for 5%, 95% time you allowed me to speak.
This is what I have learned from Toastmasters also, active listening.
So that was really great. So today probably I spoke more, but probably that was the demand of the role. So that was another good thing you did. What else?
Now moving on to the recommendations part.
Yeah, recommendations part. I would suggest recommendation part. Maybe you cover some structure for the entire podcast show, for asking questions. There is a topic called behavior modeling I've learned in NLP.
Okay.
That how you model somebody's behavior, somebody's quality or ability, and there is a set of questions there, and how you do that. Question should be brief, specific, but there is a structure. So you create a situation for person to elicit his beliefs, emotions. What are the contributing factors? What is the strategies he or she adopts in performing that ability or quality? What are the contributing factors? So it is like, as you mentioned about a big book, still like an artist. So copying the surface of it doesn't matter, but what matters is the thought behind that, strategy behind that, emotion behind that, belief behind that. Are you able to emulate that? Then if you are able to copy a belief, like somebody has a belief of let's say integrity, it's a value. No, I will apply integrity in every walk of my life. You will see the results after some time. Or let's say respect, Toastmasters value. So which value is working behind? So probably that can be a recommendation. I am also practicing it. Like yesterday I had opportunity to interview our trainer. So the quality which we were modeling him for was, he is a spontaneous conversation specialist.
So how were you modeling it?
So first I asked him what is important about being so. So there is a set of questions. It's first is about ability, then belief elicitation. What are the beliefs behind that? Questions related to that. Then emotions behind that.
Okay.
Then strategies behind that. What strategies did he adopt? Or are there any strategies working? Strategies are nothing but whatever thoughts are going in our mind. When you join them, it's called a strategy. Then what are the contributing factors? So once you provide a structure, I'm not saying necessarily use it, but certain structure may help. But again, being rigid to the structure also, if it is so rigid, it will break then. So that is also not recommended, but it can be used as a reference.
So structure can be followed, but the questions, as you mentioned, those questions can come spontaneously.
Absolutely. And probably you can also prepare your guest 1 day or 2 days before that. Okay, what is the ability you would like them to talk about? Maybe ask them, tell me your quality or your ability which you are really good at that as per you. Like Mohit, if I ask you, tell me Mohit, tell me your quality which you are really proud of, which is you think you are really good at or best at as per you. I'm not asking you to compare with someone else, but as per you that you are best at it. So you may say, okay, no, I'm good in driving, or I'm good in trekking. Then
Maybe starting new things.
yeah, whatever, it could be anything. So probably questions can be framed around that, following certain structure, so that you understand what is the belief behind that ability, what is the emotions, what are the emotions behind that ability, what are the strategies person is adopting. So maybe few points can be useful for any listener then.
Okay, wonderful.
Otherwise, I mean, just to sum up the evaluation, it's a great initiative. Keep it up. uh, we in today's time we don't have great conversations. It's getting rare and rare and rare because there is so much of content in the social media, so much of noise, so much of distraction. Having one-on-one conversation are getting rare. So it's going to be more and more precious in the time to come. Such skill set is going to be more and more in demand, I believe. People who interview and people who are interviewed.
And with this discussions, if someone is present there is listening and somehow finds something useful, that might change somebody's life.
I hope so.
Of course, it has changed my life in the last 1.5 years. With conversing people like you, I'm sure somebody else can also be benefited with this.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much, Vivek sir, for coming, for being on our podcast. It's a great pleasure to have you, and thank you.
Thank you, Mohit. Thank you. Wish you all the best.
Thank you so much, sir. Yes.